Greetings, Earthlings, and welcome to another amazing episode of Urban Nerd Weekly. Today is Wednesday, March the 18th, and it's episode 12 of Season 5. Thanks for tuning in and nerding out with us today, you guys. On today's Nerd News Update, we're pretty much only talking about the coronavirus today, so we're gonna break it down and tell you about a couple of things it's affecting, like some of the celebrities and athletes that have contracted the disease. Vanessa Hudgens got dragged for her speech pattern as well as her comments about COVID-19. We're gonna talk about how the governments in this country and around the world are handling this pandemic, economic effects of the virus, and how it's affecting your daily life. Plus, we're going to talk about how the U.S. Democratic primaries are still going on. So find out about all that and more. Tune in, nerd out, on today's viral infected pandemic themed episode of Urban Nerd Weekly.
Hey, it's your boy Spaceship, man. I got a new podcast out I want y'all to subscribe to, bro. It's called Urban Nerd Weekly, available on iTunes, SoundCloud, and Google Play Music.
Hey, what's moving and grooving, guys? How y'all doing today? Welcome back to yet another episode of Urban Nerd Weekly. Today is actually kind of a special episode in that it is the last episode of season 5, and we'll just like normal, we'll be back with you guys in like 2 weeks, start of season 6. Although I don't know how long. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it 2 weeks without giving y'all an episode, because if this quarantine shit really goes down like they saying it is, I might just be stuck in the house. Y'all might have to deal with me giving y'all some shit every day, because I ain't got nothing else to do. But yeah, so speaking of the quarantine and shit, y'all can pretty much guess today's episode, this week's episode, the season finale, is gonna be all about COVID-19. Now, there's a lot to talk about in this week's episode about it, mostly because it's like the only shit going on right now. Like, it's the biggest, one of the biggest things going on right now. So yeah, we're going to be talking about a couple of different things that have to do with the coronavirus. And we also going to talk about how it affects us on the regular. So today's nerd news update is kind of just like a prequel, like a pre-convo about today's topic. So I'm going to give y'all some shit that's going on in the news. And then in today's topic, we're going to like talk about some more on how it affects us in our personal lives and shit like that. So before we get into that, of course, though, we're going to hit y'all with the digital download. And before we hit y'all with the digital download, got to let y'all know what we sitting there in these virtual streets, what we kicking it on this virtual block. You can catch the show at Urban Nerd Weekly, all one word spelled correctly, on the 3 major social media platforms, that being Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. At Urban Nerd Weekly, all spelled correctly, all one word. You can find me, your boy Space, on the same 3 platforms, as well as many others, at Space Was Here, SPAYCEWUZHERE. And you could definitely catch Nano Kitty Cat on Twitter and Instagram at Nano_Kitty_Cat. And you could catch her on Facebook at Kitty Cat Nano 1. Finally got the name right. I finally figured out what the @ name was for the page. So you guys make sure y'all hit that up and definitely support us and make sure, you know what I'm saying, y'all get those numbers up so we can look all cool and official and shit. But right about now, time to hit y'all with that digital download. In this week's digital download, in the video game section, we got MLB The Show 2.0, or is that, oh no, that's MLB The Show 20, available on PlayStation 4 on March the 17th. We also got Animal Crossing New Horizons available on Switch, and Doom Eternal available on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Switch, Stadia, and PC. And those last 2 titles are both available on March the 20th. In the movie section of today's digital download, we got I Still Believe and A Quiet Place Part 2. You can catch them on March the 20th. And on March 27th, you can catch Mulan. I think is that the remake of the Disney shit? I don't know. We're gonna look up that. We're gonna look that up. I said look that. We're gonna look up that. What the hell is that? Anyway, in the book section of today's digital download, we got Smoke Bitten by Patricia Briggs, All I Ask by Corin Michaels, and Little Wonders by Kate Rorick, available on March the 17th. We also got Old Fashioned by Candy Steiner, available on March the 9th. In the music section of today's digital download, we got The Weeknd with After Hours, we got Joey Trapp with Champ, and we got Mac Miller Circles, the deluxe edition. And all that will be available on March the 20th. And that's all for today's digital download. Definitely want to remind you guys about some of the other content me and Nano Kitty Cat got floating around the internet. Make sure you guys check out our interview with Cool Cutlass on Urban Nerd Interviews. You can check that out on YouTube. It'll be Urban Nerd Interviews ... Cool Cutlass. I also want you guys to check out the snack pack on my SoundCloud page. I got all my parodies from the last little bit of time, and even the original freestyle I did today, you name it, beat, man. It's real. It's some crazy shit going on, so make sure y'all check that out. And Nano Kitty Cat Storytime series is going to be launching real soon, so make sure you guys check out the page on Facebook to make sure y'all already like the page so y'all can get the updates as soon as they start rolling in. Just a quick reminder for you guys to subscribe on all podcasting platforms, pretty much except for Spotify. You can catch us everywhere except Spotify. Hopefully on season 6 we'll finally be on Spotify, but I can't lie and tell y'all we're there yet. But you can check us out everywhere, including SoundCloud, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Spreaker, TuneIn, Outcast, Outbox, Shoutcast, TuneIn. Did I say TuneIn? Everywhere, bro, except Spotify. But on today's Nerd News Update, so if you guys didn't know, which I doubt you didn't fucking know before this episode came out, the coronavirus, aka COVID-19, has now been declared a global pandemic. Crazy shit, bro. They saying self-quarantine yourselves. No gatherings of more than 250. Well, at first they were saying, well, the World Health Organization was originally saying no gatherings of people of more than 50. And then here in Atlanta, Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms restricted all gatherings of more than 250 people just a couple of days ago, and then a day later reduced it to the World Health Organization's number of 50 people. And then 6 hours later, everyone was basically saying no gatherings of people of more than 10 people. Like, that shit's, like, they're calling it social distancing, and, you know, as an extroverted introvert, I'm pretty cool with the distance, space between me and people. I like my bubble as is, and it's pretty cool. However, shit is weird. So just to let y'all know, in case you didn't, the rare possibility you didn't know, we are in the middle of a global pandemic of a disease that's like just the flu on steroids. Like, in all honesty, the flu is killing more people this year than the coronavirus is. However, if I'm not mistaken, it's the proportion that it's frightening to people. Like, I think, X amount of people are infected with the flu virus, but only a small percentage of those people are actually dying from the flu. However, the amount of people who have been recorded as contracting the coronavirus, or COVID-19 as they're COVID, as they're calling on the news and shit, is killing more people per infection, I think. But it's some interesting shit. Like we said on last week's episode, when me and Nano Kitty Cat were talking about it, it's mostly affecting people with compromised immune systems, which are people who have ongoing diseases, or people who are, a little bit elderly, like our senior citizens. And, of course, little bitty kids are very susceptible to this shit because they don't fucking have a complete immune system yet. So, what I'm saying, with your when it comes to your family members in that age range and those conditions, make sure that, you try to help them stay as healthy as possible. And in today's topic, we're going to talk about a couple of extra ways to, keep yourself above ground with this shit, as well as how it's affecting us all. But first, we got to talk about the fact that, President Orange Face, aka Donald Trump, how he's handling this shit. It's been really weird because he totally is backpedaling now, because he was calling the whole coronavirus a fucking hoax just a couple of weeks ago. Maybe even not even a whole week ago. And then suddenly for the last 3 days, he's been getting on TV, making all these announcements. And it's crazy, man, because, I've told you guys before that my day job, I work at a restaurant. I'm actually general manager at the restaurant I work at. And this sucks for everybody that's working in the restaurant industry, man. I was literally at work, prepping food and shit, when the president is on television telling everybody to please avoid bars, clubs, restaurants, you know what I'm saying? And now, nobody's gathering in gatherings of more than 10 people. This shit is just motherfucker. And but he is just, I feel like Donald Trump is just like parroting, like you could tell based off the conferences, he has no fucking clue what he's talking about, man. Like he's just up there like winging that shit. He is improving like a motherfucker. Like he need to be at the fucking Funny Farm. He need to go to the Improv Comedy Club and talk this shit, cause nobody's believing this shit. Well, no, it's not that nobody's believing this shit. It's just that we're not convinced that you know what the fuck you're talking about when you're talking to an entire country. And it's just fucking insane to me, man. On to other subjects. There have been a couple of celebrities and athletes who have been reported to have tested positive for the virus. We got Idris Elba, who's in a lot of Tyler Perry movies. He was also in Thor as the gatekeeper guy, and he also is supposed to be the first black 007. And of course, if you're one of the ladies, y'all know who the fuck Idris Elba is. A lot of females tell me that he's like attractive and shit, so I'm assuming most of y'all know who he is. He's got it. And hit the next person's name I was about to say just drew. Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump's got it. Fucking the name is drawing a total blank to me right now. But Forrest Gump has coronavirus, and I think he's asymptomatic, but still has it and is making sure he quarantines himself. And there's another actress that tested positive at the same time he did, and both of them are Tom Hanks. I don't know why I drew a blank on Tom Hanks' name. I love Forrest Gump. It's one of my favorite fucking movies. But yeah, Tom Hanks has coronavirus. Kevin Durant has coronavirus, and so do a couple other players from the Nets. And it's crazy because everybody's talking about the fact that the Nets, the last team that the Nets played was the Lakers. And of course, we know King James, Mr. LeBron James, is a Laker now, so everybody's kind of on watch to see if the Lakers kind of caught it. And then there's even some news, or I don't know if this is a rumor or what. This is a rumor going on, or I don't know if it's true or not. But they said that Kevin Durant and Drake were hanging out for like 6 days in a row before, this whole like thing had kind of popped off. And then when Kevin Durant tested positive, you know what I'm saying? Sports fans around the world, or at least around the country, are just feeling some type of way right now because sports has already been canceled. I don't know if I talked about that last episode, but yeah, they didn't cancel all the sports. Like, to my Latino friends, todos les deportes es nada. Like, it ain't nobody, ain't no soccer, ain't no basketball, ain't you know what I'm saying? They kind of considering whether or not they gonna stall the beginning of NFL season. So yeah, pretty much all the shit is halted. Everybody's concerts and tours are getting canceled. You know what I'm saying? TV shows aren't taping a lot right now. Some stuff is still trying to go on, like WWE. They did a broadcast with no audience, but then kind of makes you wonder, like, okay, well, what about the wrestlers themselves? Like, what if they catch it from one another? It's just shit is going crazy right now, bro. Shit is going real wild. Like, everybody's online going stir crazy. And people are tweeting shit and posting shit on Instagram and Facebook, like, day 26 of quarantine. Been hanging out with the wife. She seems nice. She said I just found out her favorite color is green. Who the fuck likes green? Like, people are in the house losing it right now. So yeah, man, if you are in self-quarantine, or if you and your family are just trying to kick it in the house, and this shit is getting weird, bro, because they already have announced that it's probably like, this isn't like, on Joe Rogan's podcast, he had an official from the CDC, and he was talking about one of the worst parts of this pandemic is that it's, people, including me, are kind of treating this like it's a coronavirus blizzard. And that's a quote. We're treating it like it's a coronavirus blizzard. He's saying, in fact, this is a coronavirus winter. Like, this isn't just a storm, guys. This is something that they're talking about being worried about all the way till August. That means they're gonna be giving a fuck about this clean until I'm 30. I'm not ready for my last months of 29, my last year in my 20s, to be all about this coronavirus shit. This is not cool, man. Not cool. But yeah, so I can't, like, I think so yeah, that was the athlete and like I said, there were 4 Nets that got it. Tom Hanks has it, Kevin Durant, And there's a couple of other people in the media. Like there's a official in the White House. This is ironic. There's actually an official in the White House or in the House of Senate or in the House of Representatives. I don't fucking remember. I just know this motherfucker voted against getting paid sick leave, like giving paid sick leave to employees since they are forced to not go to work, especially in the restaurant industry, like myself. And he voted no. He voted to not give people, like, voted not for companies to give their employees paid sick leave for this shit. And that's just fucking ridiculous, bro. And there's, like, companies, like, big companies that are still not gonna do this shit. Like, McDonald's has 517,000 workers, no paid sick leave. Walmart has 347,000 employees, no sick leave. Kroger has 189,000, no sick leave. Subway, 80,000, no sick leave. Burger King, 165,000 without sick leave. Pizza Hut, Target, Subway. I already said Subway. All of them, bro. None of them giving paid sick leave. And these are some of the biggest corporations that are employing people right now. So I don't know how this is going to work. There is a rumor. Well, I don't know if this is a rumor. I didn't check this officially, but I did see a video online in which they were saying this. But you know, I'm not gonna lie to y'all and pretend like I went through all my normal verification shit like I do with the shit I tell y'all. But I did see a video of the president and some guy. I think he was, I think he's a I don't think he's with the CDC. I think he's a part of the cabinet or some shit. Either way, him and President Trump it was mostly him talking, which is yet another way I know fucking he couldn't even fake the shit that somebody else told him and make it seem like he knew what he was talking about. We talk about somebody that's been on TV a couple of times, people. And when I say a couple, like season after season, this man had a TV show. He's always fucking in the news for some bullshit he said. And you think someone who's been on camera that much would just learn how to fucking act a little bit, but I'm kind of glad he doesn't. I'm kind of glad he's a terrible actor because it kind of points out just how little shit he fucking knows. But the guy on the TV was talking about how they're trying to come up with an economic stimulus package that's going to be coming out of a $850 billion budget, which I'm trying to figure out where the fuck they pulling all of this money out of their ass from. We've been owing China like trillions of dollars all of this time. Them niggas gonna be looking for their fucking money after this whole stimulus package shit is going on. They're also talking about that they're gonna do a little bailout, like 1.1 billion of those dollars is gonna go towards a package for small businesses to help them stay afloat and be able to, you know, keep them being able to pay their employees during the time out. So it is one step closer to the whole paid sick leave thing. But the guy that voted against the paid sick leave in Washington, D.C. was the first politician to catch the fucking coronavirus. Like, he tested positive, and guess the fuck he did? 2-week vacation. Paid. What the fuck, bruh? You gonna do the shit that you ain't say would be fair if other motherfuckers did it? That's crazy, man. But like I said, they are talking about this whole package, and apparently, I don't know how true they is with this shit, but it's supposed to be like $1,000 that they supposed to be sending out these $1,000 checks to all of the U.S. citizens every week as a stipend to help us be able to, I don't know if it said a week or a month. I'm hoping a week. I need that shit to say a week. I need that to be a week, because in all honesty, if that's the case, I might come out better financially while this shit is going on and I deal, you know what I'm saying, while I was going to work every day. But I'll provide more on that on the Urban Nerd Weekly Instagram page and the Facebook page during the little hiatus of the show, so I'll still be able to keep you guys updated on specifically about the coronavirus. And then, of course, in 2 weeks, we'll resume with our normal weekly schedule of Urban Nerd Weekly. However, this is some crazy news. I'll be very interested to see if this goes into place. Like, I'm finna be checking the mailbox every day, my nigga, because I need that shit. The first gonna come up whether niggas is sick or not, and these folk want they rent, Lord. So yeah, man, if y'all know any more information about this or any information that's not been circulated and you just so happen to know it before the public does, please feel free to leave a comment, but whether it's via social media or if you're on one of the podcasting platforms and you're listening to the show, feel free to drop a comment or leave a little message after the rating and shit. Like, let us know what is going on in your neck of the woods when it comes to COVID-19. So, we were just talking about celebrities that have the virus. I don't know why I said it like they have the virus. Celebrities like that have the virus. Bang. But yeah, there's also a celebrity who does not have the virus. And she has been getting dragged on Twitter like a motherfucker for the video that it's Vanessa Hudgens. If y'all don't know, Vanessa Hudgens was former Disney star. She used to be on, she used to star in the show High School Musical as well as some other shit. Not to mention just all around bad bitch. Like, Vanessa Hudgens is very cute. And I'm not just saying that because the news leaked a couple of years ago and she was looking spanking hot in that shit. She's actually pretty and she's okay actress from the shit I seen her in when I used to watch the little shows with my little sisters and shit. And she got online and was talking about how, people are like freaking out about the virus and everybody should just calm down because she wants to go outside and have a good fucking time. And people really was more so like, they felt like she was being insensitive towards the, the seriousness of the issue. But also, you know what I'm saying, they was dragging the shit out of the girl for the way she talked. Like, they were saying that she was talking like a 12-year-old, and you know what I'm saying, people just, I don't know. I mean, I don't know why people talk about how, like, people's vernacular is and shit. Like, in all honesty, you know what I'm saying? And then this is the first thing I was about to say, but a lot of people said it before me. Like, Kim K's been talking like she's fucking 15 for, like, her whole entire career. And no one's ever really said much about that shit. But then again, I ain't never said anything about that shit because I don't give a damn. But I will say that, you know what I'm saying, they dragged the shit out of Vanessa Hudgens for this shit. And I ain't gonna lie, it was kind of funny, but at the same time, I feel like it's just a bunch of people who, like, I don't know. I guess it was I feel like it's a bunch of people who just been sitting at home for a little bit too long. So here is the clip, actually, of her saying what she said, because I couldn't paraphrase that shit, but here she goes.
Yeah, Told You Lie sounds like a bunch of bullshit. I'm sorry. But, like, it's a virus. I get it. Like, I respect it. But at the same time, like, even if everybody gets it, like, yeah, people are gonna die. It's just terrible. But, like, inevitable? I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this right now.
Yeah, you right, bitch. You shouldn't have said that shit, because you know they were gonna drag your motherfucking ass, bitch. So today, now this came out yesterday. So today, of course, she had to get back online and backpedal and shit. And this is what she had to say then.
Hey guys, so yesterday I did an Instagram live and I realized today that some of my comments are being taken out of context. It's a crazy time. It's a crazy time, and I am at home and in lockdown, and that's what I hope you guys are doing too. In full quarantine and staying safe and sane. Yeah, I don't take this situation lightly by any means. I am home. So stay inside, y'all.
So that's what she had to say about that. And I ain't gonna lie, like, when you watch the video, I don't think that, I don't think she was really, A, thinking about, like, how people are gonna react to it, and B, I honestly think that when she made that video, she was in the middle of going fucking apeshit from self-quarantining herself from just sitting at home all fucking day. I mean, she's a fucking, I think she still has money, so she's probably used to being able to go out and do what the fuck she wants. She's not, like, super duper fucking famous like she was, when she was, like, a teenager and shit. So she probably can go out without being recognized every single place she goes and enjoy herself. Like, there's a weird, like, middle ground of being, like, celebrity, like, when you're not, like, super famous, but you're still kind of relevant to where you can get work, but you don't get fucking mobbed every time you want to go take a piss or look at some shit in the mall. And a lot of people, and like I said, a lot of people were criticizing her because she was talking kind of like a 12-year-old in that first video. And like I said, that's kind of evidence that she was a little, going a little bit stir crazy in there. But yeah, then, she kind of made sense. Like, I'm clearly inside. So I don't know. Because everybody's like, oh, she's like 31. Like, first of all, damn, I did not know that's what her age was. I didn't even realize that she was older than me until today. Like, I thought that I was older than Vanessa Hudgens. But apparently, she is older than me by like 2 years or a year and a half, some change or some shit. I don't know. But I hope y'all take it a little easier on her. Because if you look at her hair, even her hair says, I've been in the house for too long. I want to go outside and do some shit, but I know it's not good, so I'm not going to do it. But yeah, so y'all ease up on Vanessa Hudgens. And I ain't finna get like, Chris Crocodile with Britney Spears, leave Vanessa Hudgens alone. But yeah, man, I ain't really finna trip off something somebody said while they've been stuck in the house all day losing their fucking mind. Because I've been there before. I have been there before, multiple occasions. Multiple times, not over no quarantine and no virus or me being sick of no shit. It's just when you live out in the country, like in a rural area, you don't have a car. I mean, this is just regular weekday shit. You know what I'm saying? You used to, like, if you don't go to work and you ain't got errands to run, there's nothing else to do but sit in the house all day or sit on the fucking porch and watch life go by or do a podcast like I do. But yeah, so that's all on the Vanessa Hudgens shit. Well, despite all of the social distancing going on, people still went out to vote for the Democratic primaries, however, this week. And the results are as follows. Joe Biden in the lead with 1,147. Bernie Sanders behind with 861, which, makes them two in the lead. We got Elizabeth Warren with 72. Michael Bloomberg with 61, which I think he dropped out. Pete Buttigieg, I don't know his name for real. Got 26. Tulsi, I think a lot of these people dropped out. I think the only other person still actively about running is Tulsi Gabbard. I mean, because a lot of states didn't even go out to vote, but I think Ohio, which was already shut down, I think they might have went out and voted. So, I don't be really voting for the primaries and shit because I don't really be giving a fuck. But yeah, that's really, as far as the news side of today's show, Nerd News Update goes, that's about everything. There's like this weird ass hoax going on that Oprah's house got raided, and it's all about some sex trafficking shit, but this looks like it's just like a bullshit story. I think it's a hoax. I think it's some troll shit. However, if it does end up being true, just know you fucking heard it here first, bitches. But yeah, so we about to get ready to hop into today's topic. But first, we got to hit you with this. Before we nerd out on today's topic, I want to remind you guys about a couple of the sponsors and friends of the show. Make sure y'all hit up Creative Customs for all your custom-made clothing, shoes, accessories, and apparel needs, man. We talking about shirts, drawers, socks, bras, and all. If you need it customized, holla at Creative Customs, man. You want a doggone Louis Vuitton shirt with your name in it? You got it. You need a matching purse for your girl? You got it. You want a matching baby bib for your newborn? Boom! Got it. All y'all names engraved on there. Whatever y'all need, man, y'all can holler at Creative Custom. They literally got everything. They even got like rolling trays and all kinds of shit now. They literally every other week they rolling out new product, man. So make sure y'all hop on the bandwagon now before this shit start costing too much. That's Creative Customs on Instagram. KRE_TIVE_KUSTOMS. Creative Customs. And I must got a thing for custom made shit, cause Sweet K's Cakery is your best bet when you want some custom made desserts. I'm talking about cakes, cupcakes, pies, cake pops, whatever you need in the dessert land, dessert world, whatever you want to call it, they got it for you, bro. Especially if you looking at a tight ass time frame, you got a little kid's birthday party, you got to hurry up and plan because you just got your money, you just got your income tax, you couldn't do it till now. You looking for something for a baby shower, gender reveal, shit, grown up parties, teen parties, whatever you need. You talking about a damn Captain America cupcake set for your son's birthday party. You talking about LOL cake pops for your daughter's birthday party. Whatever you need, man, holla at Sweet K's Cakery. Can't forget about Marketing the Pie Marketing and Management Company. They are the place to go if you are a brand online, whether you sing, act, rap, dance. Just do comedy, funny ass, weird, random. If you just make random ass shit and you want your message spread out, man, holla at Market in the Pie. And can't forget about 25-8 The Gate, your next favorite online radio station. One of the first people to pick us up for their online radio station. Gonna be launching real soon. We also got some other announcements about sponsors, but we can't let y'all know about that the next season. But yeah, make sure y'all hit up 25-8 The Gate and sign up now so you can get all the exclusive shit when the launch happens. Can't forget about the friends of the show. My buddy Von Roberts, a fellow comedian from out in Cali. I can't remember if he's from Cali or New York. Either way, his Nightcap EP dropped recently, and it's fucking hilarious, man. Y'all gotta make sure y'all check out the audio version. It's available on Apple Music as well as Spotify, and you can catch the full video version in its entirety on YouTube. So make sure y'all check out the Nightcap EP by Von Roberts. Our buddy Cool Cutlass, who we interviewed a couple of weeks ago on the show, and the interview just recently dropped. Y'all gotta make sure y'all check out his latest mixtape, Heartache PKB, man. Heartache Pimp King Boss, man. That shit is the truth. You talking about somebody fucking with them melodies, man. He is riding them melodies all the way to the wheels fall off. And speaking of music, can't forget about our guy Hitman the Hitmaker. He also just dropped a mixtape called The Come Up. It's actually been a pretty long awaited mixtape amongst the circle of people that, like me, are fans of Hitman the Hitmaker. So make sure you guys check that out, man, with songs like That's Dope, Shake That, and a host of other definite hit potential songs. Make sure y'all check out The Come Up on Spotify, Apple Music, as well as a bunch of mixtape downloader sites like Live Mixtape, Spinrilla, and MyMixtapes.com. It was actually featured on the front page of MyMixtapes.com, and it's already doing numbers, and it's only been out a couple of weeks, so make sure you guys check that out, man. But right about now, we're going to slide on into today's topic. Alright, so now it's time to keep it 100 about this shit. One of the biggest things that are a concern of mine, as I'm sure is a concern of you guys, is the economic repercussions of this coronavirus pandemic that is going on right now. I mean, for one, when they're shutting all this stuff down around all these major cities and stuff, you know, just putting a lot of people sitting at home, not at work, which means they not finna collect a check. And I mean, they saying that they finna send out these $1,000 stimulus checks or whatever for how often or whatever interval or whatever. I don't know if it's supposed to be a week, a month, or every 2 weeks. Like, cause I mean, you know, cause for some people that's gonna be more than they used to getting, and for other people that's gonna be significantly less than they used to get in one way or the other. I'll be interested to see if this actually gets executed. But I, for one, am very, in my forward-thinking mindset, trying to figure out how this is all going to work. Trying to figure out, because a lot of people who work, especially in, like, the restaurant industry, anything that, like, restaurants, clubs, bars, like, event centers, like, places like, Main Event and Dave & Buster's and stuff, where they kind of get their money from large amounts of people coming in and being inside at the same time. A lot of industries are finna lose a lot of money. This is real deal, and I'm not the only person that's seeing it this way, but this is real deal about to be like the reasoning behind like another recession, if not worse. I mean, because we already at the point where people is cleared out bleach from the grocery store, hand sanitizer, non-perishable and perishable food. Motherfuckers fighting over toilet paper. The fuck, bitch? Like, I mean, it ain't all terrible on the days where I do go to work. Traffic is clear as day. I'm flying. I've never had such an easy breezy time going to and fro through the city of the A. And that's been nice. However, not at the cost of you know what I mean? Like it's not a great offset to that. However great that mileage is from my car is on mileage is I'm sure it's a lot of people that's being affected by this financially, especially those of us who, we aren't like rich, we're not doing amazing. Like, for the average American, if a $300 unexpected expense comes up, that's your ass. Like, you might have to take, to bounce back from that fully, it might take you a good ass 6 months, just because of how bills just roll in, bro. Like every month you got bills, they rolling in, and I mean anything unplanned that your money wasn't meant to go to, it costs you in a lot of ways. So I definitely would love to hear all you guys tips and hacks about how that you can, maneuver your way through situations like this and bounce back. I'm sure it's a lot of nerds out there that have been through some similarity to this at some point in their lives. So it'd be awesome to hop on the Urban Nerd Weekly Facebook page and we could share info about ways to save money, ways to, make everything stretch as far as you can. And cause I got a feeling this bug is about to be doing us in a lot of different ways, not just health wise, but financially, resource wise. I mean, there's only so long we could go without people going to work every day. And if it gets to the point that that's what's going on, we're gonna be just shut down. You know what I mean? Like, we don't even, like, at this point, who's gonna even show up to do the news? They're gonna do the news from their house, because we all gonna be trying not to catch this shit. Like, it's crazy. But a couple of extra tips. We talked about a lot of tips on the last 2 episodes of Urban Nerd Weekly about how to, prevent, a lot of this stuff. Wash your hands. Make sure you sanitize your hands if you can't wash your hands, you know what I'm saying? And obviously a lot of people wearing gloves when they're out and about. I think I might take on with that one. Get a pair of gloves and wear those while I'm out and about. That way I don't have to wash my hands 1,000 times, sanitize 100 times. You know what I'm saying? I would advise you guys to do the same thing when you're out and about. Yeah, a lot of people wearing these masks and shit. I'm gonna tell y'all something, bro. I'm gonna be real. I don't think the mask is doing shit. I don't think the mask gonna help at all. Like, really. But, if it make you feel better, then, to each his own. And I know some people wearing masks right now, especially if you're in Georgia and you real sensitive to pollen. Some of y'all still gotta wear masks, like Nano Kitty Cat. She has to wear a mask when it's pollen season because she got real bad allergies. So, shout out to all the snifflers and sneezers and red-eyed peoples that's going through the motions of the Georgia pollen season. My car is already turning yellow every day. New coat, fresh coat of yellow. Plants is just getting pollinated like the fuck out here. You know what I'm saying? These bees busy as shit. But yeah, man. So also, allegedly, since the virus can live in your throat for a little bit of time, I guess the incubation period. Allegedly, if you gargle with like salt water or vinegar, then it will reduce your chances of having symptoms or it affecting you or whatever have you. But that's just a little information I thought I could pass along. And also, you know what I'm saying, if you guys just eat like really healthy, well balanced meals, stay clean, like I said, wear the gloves when you're out and about, I think for the most part, most of us are gonna be fine. The other thing I'll be worried about is the long-term effects. Like, after a while, it's gonna be everywhere. Like, this is the reality. If this is something that's spreading like this, it's gonna just be now a part of the populations of pathogens that are already out, floating around in the world. So, in all honesty, we might have to mentally prepare to be dealing with this coronavirus shit from here until like the foreseeable future. In all reality, I mean, they talking about, you know what I'm saying, it taking until August to get it under control. Well, I mean, what's after that? You know what I mean? Like, where do we start from there? Like, it's from now on, is this yet another thing we're paranoid about bumping into one another about and contracting and having symptoms and shit? Like, now you get a cold, you don't know if you got the sniffles, you got a regular cold, you got a touch of the flu, or if you got the coronavirus. And you know what I'm saying, hopefully you're in a healthy state to where you can fight it. But this stuff stays in your body because it's not like there's a cure or anything like that. So this is gonna stay in your body from now to the foreseeable future if you do have it without symptoms. And who's to say that the next time something bad happens to you where your immune system is compromised, it doesn't attack you then. Or you know, what if it catches up with you real bad in old age? Or what if what if some people carry it for like 10 years or some shit like that before they even start having any issues, and it still ends up being their undoing? Like, what? There's so many fucking questions. And if anybody listening to the episode has answers, feel free to drop them in the comments, man. But, until next season, guys, this is unfortunately where we gotta leave season 5 off at. But I just want you guys to stay healthy, stay clean, stay eating good, well balanced diet, wash your hands, wash your ass and wash your hands. You know what I'm saying? And until season 6 begin, we'll see where the world's at then. Until then, it's your boy Space. I was here, but now I'm